What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. All right, everybody, it's getting to be nervous time over there at Lucasfilm. You guys know I've been asking this question for a while now. At what point in time does the folks over at Lucasfilm, or even the folks at Disney, Bob Iger and them, say, all right, man, enough is enough, okay? We've been putting up with your ideological nonsense, all right? That's all we can stand. We can't stand no more. All right. We got to get back to making money. This thing is getting out of hand at this point. This 14% on Rotten Tomatoes might have finally broke the dam with these clowns. Because now we're hearing, oh, okay, we're going to actually try to start engaging the fans with what fans want. You know, at least those are the rumors that are out there right now. Echo Base Network and WDW Pro have already spoken about this. We got a rumor that Luke Skywalker is to make an appearance in Dave Filoni's Ahsoka Season 2. And you start thinking, okay, well, why are they doing this? It makes sense that Luke Skywalker would fit into this particular time frame. He's already showed up in the Book of Boba Fett. Well, he showed up in Mando Season 2, and then he showed up in Book of Boba Fett. So, yeah, it kind of makes sense. But they've been going away from what Star Wars fans have wanted. Not towards Star Wars fans, away from Star Wars fans. After Mando Season 2, when everybody thought that, hey, man, Star Wars got a chance. It might be saved after all. What did we get after that? Well, we got nothing but crap. All right, we got Book of Boba Fett. You know, then we got what? Obi-Wan. All right, Andor, that was like the bright, shining star in that sea of darkness. We got Andor. But then we got what? Mando Season 3. We got Ahsoka. And then we get with the Acolyte. And I think the Acolyte finally broke these fools. It's like, God damn, man, it's 14%. Like a bad audience score, like just basically complete rejection from your fans. That's something that'll wake you up. That'll wake you up in a hurry. I best believe this 14% is not going unnoticed whatsoever. And you got to sit back and think about it from this standpoint. I was saying this on Film Threat. They're not building their fan base. All right. You've pissed off the old fans, you know, from the original trilogy, even to some of the prequelists. You know, but those fan bases are solid. You know, there's people that love the prequels, even though the prequels are kind of like, but there's still a solid fan base. It feels like Star Wars. You didn't piss off the fans. But then you get to the sequels, and yeah, I know there are sequel fans out there. There are some that are sequel fans, but that number is diminished well down from where it was even with the prequels. To the point where it's like nobody's really rocking with Disney Star Wars. And you're not bringing in the Gen Z, and you're not bringing in any Gen A. You're not bringing any of these new, like, young blood into your franchise. They're just running and finding other things to watch. And you're slowly watching this franchise just collapse and die. And so I think this finally is like the straw that broke the camel's back. And they say, yo, man, we got to get back to the basics, okay? We got to get back to Luke Skywalker. But see, I think it's too late. I think it's way too late because, look, you just have a bunch of pissed off Star Wars fans. And the people that would have said, hey, you know what? I'll bring my kids along and we'll watch Luke Skywalker's further adventures together and we'll keep loving. And that's part of who we are as Star Wars fans. We pass down what we have learned, all right? Kind of like what Yoda says, right? We pass that down to our kids. Hey, this is something that I loved as a kid. Come watch it with me. And then those kids will pick up on it and then they will love it and then they'll pass it along to their kids. That's what should have happened. But when you start pissing off people, calling them racists and bigots because they don't like your shitty storytelling or your shitty characters, all right, then, you know what? Nah, I'm good, okay? My Star Wars is the first 6 films and that's it, you know? And then some folks say, yeah, Clone Wars, you could throw the Clone Wars in with it, but that's it. All of this Disney shit, even if you decide to put Luke in here, you're just going to ruin them, as you've already done in The Last Jedi. You ruined Luke Skywalker. So no, I'm not rocking with anything. If you put Luke Skywalker in another thing, you're probably going to ruin him some more. No, thank you. You see, that's what's happening right now. It's way too late to try to save the franchise by basically just dangling Luke Skywalker. Oh, guys, you want to see Luke Skywalker, don't you? Here you go. Here's Luke Skywalker. Okay, we'll finally do what you've asked. Nah. Too little, too late for that shit. But yeah, let's go ahead and see what this article says. Shout out to John F. Trent on that. A new rumor claims that Lucasfilm plans to have Luke Skywalker make an appearance in Dave Filoni's second season of Ahsoka. This latest rumor comes from Scooper WDW Pro, who detailed in a recent video upload, according to a source that I have, Dave Filoni may be preparing to have Ahsoka now defeat Abeloth in Ahsoka Season 2, or at least face off with her. Abeloth, you guys know, part of that whole Mortis God story, all right? The mother, all right? All part of that particular story. That's where they're going with it. We saw that at the end of Ahsoka Season 1, you know, with the one guy, the father pointing, you know, in that particular direction on that other planet. So yeah, that's what basically is going on there. They're probably going to have her try to come in, maybe be the big villain or something to that nature. Not sure what the result will be, but I'm hearing hearing that Luke Skywalker will make an appearance. Whether or not he is part of the fight, Ahsoka seems to be the one that will be the one taking down Abeloth, but this is also related to the Mandalorian movie. Now, he continued, what I'm hearing is that Dave Filoni may be getting visits these days from folks from Burbank, at least with virtual conferences. And the reason might be that the Acolyte was the final nail in the coffin. They're spooked over at Disney. Oh, you're finally spooked, huh? He said they're spooked at Disney. What do you mean that you're spooked? Yeah, I mean, good God, man. We've been telling y'all this for the last, at least 6-7 years. Hey, you guys are going in the wrong direction. And just when you said, okay, maybe Mando, they finally figured some stuff out, they got Luke Skywalker back into the franchise, we saw that big reaction from the fan base. All the hardcore nerdy fans are saying, yes, thank you. All right. They finally figured some shit out. All right. Maybe Star Wars can be saved after all. Nope. They went right back to shitty storytelling. All right. Ruining Obi-Wan Kenobi, ruining the storyline, ruining canon. Just, they don't give a shit. All right. They do whatever is convenient for the story that they're telling, regardless of how the fans might feel about it or for the canon for that matter. They just don't care. And so because you don't care and because you're not connected to your fan base, yeah, now you're spooked, okay? Because the fans have finally spoke out and they said, nah, we done. They've seen enough, they've heard enough, they've watched enough. Yeah, so are the Star Wars fans, all right? The Star Wars fans have also seen enough, heard enough, and watched enough. And they said, deuces, I'm out. I'm not watching no more, all right? And you can't get me back and you can't dangle Luke Skywalker in front of me. I think it's too late. They're ready for people to watch Star Wars again. Good luck with that. So there may be an effort to move this franchise back to Luke Skywalker. Way too late for that. Way too late. Look, your opportunity was right there at the very beginning to just hand this thing off to someone in a proper way. You know, hey, put Han, Luke, and Leia back on the big screen, back together once again, one final adventure. Everybody kind of expected that. We didn't expect an immediate handoff. You know, bring them all together, one last adventure, and then hand it off to the new generation. You could have did that in The Force Awakens. You know, you could have set something up in that same storyline, really, and just said, hey, man, we're bringing back Han, Luke, Leia, Chewie, you know, R2 and 3PO all on the Millennium Falcon. One last adventure. We got to go out there and save the day, but then we meet these other characters along the way, and then these guys will shepherd this thing. Ah, man, we're getting too old for this shit, all right? Now it's your turn, you know, we're passing on what we've learned, all right? We're going to pass on what we've learned. You guys go out there and save the galaxy, and you just had them cats ride off into the galaxy, you know, perfect. Perfect ending for that trio, and you probably would have earned a lot of goodwill. But instead, what did you decide to do? You decided to destroy every last one of those characters, shit on everybody, because you want to prop up your own crap, and Kathleen Kennedy got a feminist agenda. And that's basically what happened. So yeah, it's too late, man. I think it's way too late for this. And from what I'm being told is that while you probably will see Luke Skywalker in season 2 of Ahsoka, you're really going to see Luke Skywalker in some other stuff. And that they may be preparing for a heavy push of Luke Skywalker. Even if Kathleen Kennedy doesn't like it, it doesn't matter anymore. This is a franchise that's going back to Luke. WDW Pro added. Look, you can go back to Luke. And I think a lot of fans, there's some fans that will actually be okay with that. But again, you got that nervous feeling, at least I do. Oh, nah, they're going to screw this up. You're going to go back to Luke and they're going to make Luke even worse than the way he is right now. Because these clowns, especially Dave Filoni, Dave don't know how to write. So Dave, you the last person that need to be involved with this project. If you're going to try to do anything, you're the last one that needs to be getting, you know, hey man, get Dave up out of the room, okay? Yeah, we can have this conversation once Dave leaves and we'll talk about what we really going to do. But see, Dave is the chief creative officer. You really can't keep him out. You know, so as long as Dave Filoni is involved, it doesn't matter what they do. They can bring back all of these characters. It does not matter. The first step, get Kathleen gone, get Dave gone, and now we're talking. At this point, you should not trust anybody over there at Lucasfilm to get this thing right. They have had multiple chances to figure out, hey, let's do what the fans are wanting to do. They're not listening to the fans. So at this point, yeah, until they get them people up out of there, it's a done deal. From there, Probe pointed to a post Mark Hamill made on X back in May. The actor wrote, "This tweet will gain significance when the movie I start today is publicly announced." Yeah, I think it's going to be the Mando movie. I think, honestly, that's what he was talking about. This rumor comes on the wake of one of Daniel RPK's tweets, I guess, claiming that the character of Abeloth would appear in the Ahsoka season. The mother, Abeloth, will reportedly appear in Ahsoka season 2. So, look, we got a lot of rumors going on. All of this kind of hullabaloo's going out there. What's real, what's not real, we don't know. It's all rumors. But here's the thing. Here's my takeaway. Until you get these idiots out, all of this stuff is just falling on deaf ears. You can say, oh man, jangling keys. Look, Luke Skywalker's coming back. We're going to have him in all kinds of projects. Great. Congratulations. I don't think it's going to bring back a vast majority of Star Wars fans. This is just pure panic mode. This is pure nervousness, okay? Trying to drop Luke in the middle of an Ahsoka show when, you've completely distanced yourself from Luke Skywalker. All of this time now, we can't have Luke Skywalker in this thing. But now you got to bring him in again. This is pure panic, full panic. They are desperate. They are scared. They are nervous. They know they've lost the fan base. They know that the fans have turned their backs once again on the franchise. The fans are deuces. We out, man. We are out and we're shitting on this on the way out, okay? We are dog walking and trashing Disney Star Wars to the high heavens. We are out of here. And now it's like, what the hell? What have we done? Okay, what have we done? This is what you've done. You have pissed off the most loyal fan base probably on the planet. People are still, look, there's still Star Wars fans sticking with it like myself. I will die on Star Wars Hill. I will always wish and hope for Star Wars to find its way back to the light. But I mean, you have lost so many people. There are so many people. It's like, nah, I'm just moving on. I don't care what they do. They can fix it. They cannot fix it. I don't really care, man. I'm moved on. I'm done. And look, those are the people that was spending money on this franchise. Those are the people that had the collections and stuff in their houses, that have every book, every novel, every video game. They research it. They love it. They talked about it. I mean, we had this like heated debate on Film Thread. You got to watch that if you haven't seen it on Versus just today. We had this heated debate between Script Doctor and the Angry Badger. And I mean, that thing was exhilarating. And I'm like, see, these are Star Wars fans. This is what we are, man. This is what we love. And guess what? Guess what? Now those people are gone, and they're gone for good. And those are the people that was dropping major bread on your franchise. And they see that these cats have, hey, deuces, I'm out. And now it's pure panic. Holy shit, we really have lost these guys. These guys really did get this thing 14% on Rotten Tomatoes. Holy crap, what do we do now? Oh, let's hurry up. Let's bring Luke back. Too late, man. Too little, too late. You burned your last bridge, all right? The damage is done at this point. The damage is done. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, folks, y'all let me know what y'all think about this situation. Again, I think this is the catalyst for this, all right? This was the catalyst for this. For Luke Skywalker to come back, it had to be something desperate. You know, Kathleen Kennedy, she don't want this character to be the headline. She want that to be all the ladies, all the single ladies, but they ain't getting it done, all right? Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.